Am I planning on getting another bunny? So I have an answer for you guys. Hello Buns, and welcome back to Cinnabun Sundays, our weekly video series where we talk about all things bunny. And I have had quite the week, everyone. So if you didn't know, I have been traveling quite a lot, and I was actually in Mexico last weekend for one of my best friend's bachelorette parties. But whenever I go to Mexico, I get sick. So this week's video, I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all. I have some really fun Cinnabun Sundays videos that are in the works, but again, this week was a rough week for myself, so I hope that you don't mind just a little sit down chit chat today. But I figured that today would be the perfect chance for me to sit down and address the question that everybody has asked me from the moment I brought Cinnabun home, and that is, am I planning on getting another bunny? So I have an answer for you guys. No. I am not planning on getting another bunny, at least not anytime soon. Sorry for the clickbaity title, but I am not planning on getting Cinnabun a partner anytime soon. And I really wanted to sit down today and talk about why that is and just fully address this, because again, I get this question so many times, and I think this is a very popular question for any person on the internet with a rabbit, but just one rabbit. By nature, rabbits are not meant to be alone. They are prey animals, so they do not do well just alone in the world. They get very, very lonely, and they can get really sad. So that is why getting a partner for your rabbit can be really, really beneficial. But as rabbit understanding has evolved, especially a lot over the last decade, rabbit ownership looks just very different, and our understanding of what rabbits need has changed a lot. Now, I am sure I am opening up just a humongous can of worms in my comments, so I really do ask you to be thoughtful and kind in those and respect my decision here, and no hateful speech, please. As we have really learned that rabbits are not meant to live in cages, are not meant to live just isolated off in one room by themselves, we have started to get closer and closer to our rabbits. I can say that's extremely true with Cinnabun and I. I work from home. Bryant works from home. Cinnabun has free roam over the house, but her main area where her litter box is and most of her toys is in the sunroom, which is my office. And that office connects to my living room. So the main two places that I am in 90% of the time that I'm awake, I am with Cinnabun all the time. Now, of course, there are times where I am out for the day doing things, or we go on vacation, but that is not a daily thing. Our regular daily life, at least our Monday through Friday, is here at home, spending time with Cinnabun. And Cinnabun has not shown any signs of loneliness. Typically, a lonely and isolated rabbit really does keep to themselves. They are not very bonded with their owners. They can even show signs of aggression. Cinnabun is a sweet little love dove, and we all really love our life together. And on top of all of that right there that I just explained, you guys know I've been very open. Cinnabun has a lot of health issues. Her GI system is really weak, and she goes into stasis a lot. So selfishly me, I do not want to bring another animal into this when I already spend so much time worrying and caring for Cinnabun. Now, I hope that this answer doesn't just sound like me spewing a bunch of BS and just spewing a bunch of excuses, especially as I've learned more about Cinnabun's health and just living with her. The thought of getting another partner for her, at least right now, does not sound super appealing. I am in an awesome position where my partner and I both work from home, and we could have more pets, but just because we could does not mean we should. And I have not really seen any signs from Cinnabun saying that she needs a partner. It's really just would be an internalized thing of rabbits should be bonded, so we should get another rabbit. I also want to express that I am by no means saying that single rabbits should not have a partner. If you are in a position where you think that a partner would be good for your rabbit, or you want to get them a partner, I think that that is incredible, and rabbits love that. Especially if you are not someone who can spend a lot of your time with your rabbit, it's really, really important that they have someone there that can spend that time with them so that they are not just left alone, because that again is what leads to depression and just really lowers their standard of life. Now, something I have thought a lot about is Cinnabun is 3.5 right now. So she is an adult rabbit, but she's still fairly young. She hopefully, fingers crossed, has a lot of life left in her. But as she does get older, I have heard of getting a partner as kind of like something to help extend their life. Now, there can be pros and cons to this. Once she's older, she very much could be so set in her ways that bringing something else in would just throw her off even more. or it could be the opposite. We're bringing in a new baby animal, could really encourage her and nurture her even more. And I think that that decision is going to be something I make when she's closer to 6 or 7 years old, or whenever Bryant and I do decide to have a child, maybe that could be a chance for us to bring in another pet. So since we'll be spending more time with a baby, she can have something with her, you know? But these are all hypotheticals. These are all things that are a couple of years into the future. I think that it is important to share that if you are someone who is able to give a lot of attention and be a good partner to your rabbit, they do not necessarily need a bonded partner. It is just a thing that is good to have if you can do it or if you are in a space to do it. Also, not all bonded pairs work. There are stories of someone bringing home a pet rabbit and it just not going over well with the other rabbit. And that is not to scare anybody off. There's just a lot more to it than just, oh, go out and buy another rabbit, you know? No, again, this is a very personal decision, and this is something Bryant and I have talked about a lot and think about a lot. But just where we are right now, especially how crazy this last year has been, and with Cinnabun's health, I just do not want to add anything into the mix. It's like, if it's not broken, don't fix it kind of thing. We are so happy as our little family unit. Now that Bryant and I are married, we like officially are just this cute little family of 3, and it makes me so happy. So that is kind of where I'm at. Those are my feelings, and I hope that my fabulous Cinnabun audience can understand and respect where I am there. That is me being very vulnerable here. I am opening up, and again, I really do ask that. I realize there are a lot of opinions on this. This is mine. This is the decision we have made. Every single person's living situation looks very different, and everyone's rabbit is very different. So it's all about understanding what your rabbit needs, understanding your schedule, and kind of going from there. Thank you so much for watching this little rant, and I will see you in our next one. Bye, Buns.